Hi, I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies, and this is the Mybo Wave Recurve riser. It's new in my shop today. Now, I've got the PSE hat on. Look, when you shoot in the sun and you're standing all day in the blazing sun, you need a hat. And I just went and grabbed this because I'm going to be standing outside shooting in the sun. And you don't want to get burnt, so I just did this for the review to grab the hat. You might say, I don't know, look, the Koreans wear them. I know it's not that fashionable here, but you don't want to get burnt because cancer is no fun. The Mybo Wave machine riser, I don't know the material, whether it's 606 or 7 thing. This one's a 27-inch riser. It's got a design very much like the PSE X Appeal that I used to shoot. So the riser's cut out there, like that's pretty standard, but it's cut out in the reverse way there. And again, I feel like I'm going to say, about copyright and all this. Look, about design, I don't know if you can, because everyone gets all up in arms about design and patents and copyright. I think design you're allowed to copy unless it's been patented, unless it's an idea. This design reminds me so much of the PSE X Appeal. Now, one of my customers brought in a bow the other day made in South Africa, and I forget the name of it, and he's going to hate me for it. It looks exactly like a PSE X Appeal, like so similar, and I had a brace at the back, which I think is a copy of a Hoyt. Beautiful looking bow, but we're going to go back to this one. Right, this is the machining is lovely. So it's got some little line marks here. So Toe Point do stuff like this. So I don't know if Toe Point copied Mybo, but Toe Point has been doing this for a few years now. This machining here, and then it's smooth. I really like that. The design is interesting. So it's an open limb pocket design. This tends to be a cheaper system where the limbs are not inside a limb pocket. Look, this is fine. This is exactly how the X Appeal was, and I shot it really, really well. Very happy with it. So the grip. It feels like a win-and-win grip. So, and you're going to say, which win-and-win grip does it feel like? It feels like the ATF grips. So that's the grip it feels like. It's very comfortable. It's not as high as your PSE grips. It's not as wide as your Hoyt grip, which other recurves are there on the market. So it's more like a win-and-win. Okay. This looks nice. It's all machined off. It's got the little British logo there. Things that are a little bit different. The limb pockets have a little machined out area so you can move it left to right. It's a push-pull mechanism, same as the X Appeal. Many companies use a push-pull mechanism. You've got to loosen it there and then push and pull here. The limb bolt system, this is the same as what's used by Hoyt and some of your Chinese bows, right? So there's a locking screw in the back. This pushes into the back of this limb bolt. If you try and unlock this limb bolt in the back here, you'll strip it out. Okay, so because it can only go so far, it can't come all the way out. I'm going to say I haven't ripped this apart. This is straight out the box, but I'm going to say it's the same as everything else because everyone uses the same system, except for Win-and-Win, which uses an expanding limb bolt system. So if you're trying to unscrew this and you can't get it to budge, it's because it's already backed out all the way, right? So when I see people do reviews and they're backing out their limb bolts 5 turns, I'm like, you are going to rip your bow apart. You're going to have injury. Why are you doing this? Okay, I just throw my head up in the air and go, well, fair enough. I'm telling you because like the number of people who strip out limb bolts, right. So if you are going to adjust this limb bolt, look, it comes with instructions. I don't know how many times you can wind this out, but wind it out when the bow is not under tension. If you wind it out while the bow is under tension, you will strip this out. Stripping out a riser is not a warranty, right? And you may want a warranty because you just paid however much you paid for this riser. Stripping out bolts and nuts is not a warranty. It's like it's the way life is and you're going to have to pay for it, right? So now you may get it on warranty, but I'm saying it's not a warranty, so you don't feel bad when you abuse me. Okay, so, and I'm going to say, of all the people who strip out their limb bolts, most of them get it under warranty because I go and beg and plead to the manufacturer. That's why I do these videos, so I can say don't do stuff which is stupid. Okay. In the past month, I've had 3 limb bolts stripped out. All stupidity. They know it was stupid. And they come to me and, we get the stuff fixed, and it's just annoying because they shouldn't have done it, and they knew they shouldn't have done it because I tell people. But now when I sell stuff, I've got to tell them, like, don't do this, don't do this. Anyway, right. Now this is kind of clever. So this limb bolt here is being rounded off the edge. It's clever. Now, in the past, they've had this where, well, some bone manufacturers have had this where it moves. So that way it always fits flush with the limb. Because when you put your limb in here, sorry, my finger's broken from basketball. When you put your limb in, it normally hits on one edge or the other. As a result, when the limb is in the riser, because it's not, this limb bolt is not parallel with the limb, you can see the limb would be straight up and down. It's touching on an edge. The edge of this limb bolt will normally dig into the limb, right, when you shoot, which is fine, like it's not going to do anything, it'll just leave a mark. By rounding this off, I'm going to suggest it's going to create less marking on the limbs, and I think it's a good idea. This is a good idea, no one else does it, to my knowledge. This is a good idea from Mybo. Really like that. The plunger, the clicker plate, look, I like an extension out here. It's a screw-in system, so it would have been nice if it comes with. It would have been nice if it comes with like more extension at the front of it, because it doesn't. That would have been nice. The machining looks very, very nice. The colors look good. Your serial number is there. Look, I haven't priced this up, but I can kind of guess the price point of where it's going to sit. It's not going to be a top of the line. It's not going to be the $1,000 riser. Well, I hope not. There's a slight scratch just there. This is brand new, straight out of the box. So I'm going to guess it's a step down from there. It would have been good if the bow came in a sock when it was shipped, like many of the other bow companies do. The machining out holes are nice. The machining is very, very good. Overall, I like the riser. I think it's very smart. I think it's good. And yes, I would shoot one. The price point, if it's below the top of the line bows, then this bow is interesting, the Wave, right? It's interesting because it doesn't have some of the features of your top of the line bows, like your limb like your dampeners that are built into the riser, or some of the other things that the other top of the line bows have. But if it was $200 cheaper, so let's say it was $900 Australian, this bow becomes interesting, in my view. How does it compare to your cheaper bows? There's another little there's a little thing there. This is something that can add more weight to it. Look, I think it looks lovely. Mybo produced good stuff. I really like this. I think it's a very nice product. So this is the Mybo Wave. Nice product. Look, I don't think you'll see a lot of them out on the market. No disrespect to Mybo. At the end of the day, your top shooters are paid for. So they get paid money to shoot a product. They're generally shooting products because, the riser, they get limbs, they get accessories, and most times they'll get a paycheck, depending on their level. So as a result, you will not see Brady Ellison shooting one of these. However, for the average shooter, this should be something you look at. I would look at it. I think it looks lovely. There's one blemish just there. So I've got 2 blemishes on this riser that I can see. Look, I think it looks lovely. I'd be more than happy to shoot it. I was very happy with the X Appeal that I shot, and I shot that for 2 years. and I would say the machining on this looks superior to the X Appeal from PSE that I shot all those years ago. Like even this bit here looks nice, how it's all raised up from the machine. So the detail is very, very good. English company, Mybo obviously. So if you know where a product's made is important to you, I think they just put in a bit of extra detail into the product. Like this machining out here is good. So with that, I'm going to take my Phyvix hat and go and shoot outdoors in the sun and get some practice in. I'm Stephen Ham from Archery Supplies. Thanks for watching.